Good morning, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm up pretty early. I'm wanting to get organised for painting the things I got from the op shop today. I'm really excited about doing it and showing you. Oh, we'll have to put something else up on that wall. I like to get up early. This is a bit early though, and everybody's still asleep, so I'm kind of whispering. But anyway, I'll see you in a few hours. But in the video it'll be like 2 seconds. So let's talk about the items I picked up first, and then we'll talk about the paint and what exactly I'm going to do. So let's talk about the cushion. I liked the cushion. I'm not going to do anything with the cushion, but it's black and white stripes. It's not the biggest cushion in the world, but I'm sure, I'm sure I can find somewhere to put it. It just goes with my aesthetic. That was $6. When one of my daughters, who doesn't live at home, visited, can we say the word visited? She saw this and she said, it looks like something that someone's ashes would go in, but I haven't let that deter me. Excuse me. It's okay. It's a little pottery jug. I don't like the potteriness of it. I do, however, love the shape. It's really cute. As you can probably see, that was $6. As for what I'm going to do with this, I haven't given this little container a lot of thought, but it's definitely getting painted. I picked up just the silver candlestick. I really liked the shape of this. I'm going to spray paint that with a brass colour. I'm a little bit worried because the brass colour spray paint I bought was mega cheap. Why do I say mega? Was really cheap, and it might be a little bit not so good, but we'll see. And the candlestick was 50 cents, so that was the bargain of the day. And I'm really surprised I bought something that was brass, made in India. I don't really describe my house as being from India. Oh. And I don't use red in decor. I really love it. I thought this would look really cool on my trunk coffee table on some books. I do actually own books, I just never decorate with books. It's almost pink, but it's not quite there, and I may regret it, but I'm going to try and just whitewash the top because I just want to get the red tones out of it. It's pretty pink in there, and then it's more sort of the outside that's quite red. But you know, brass isn't my most favourite thing, but I just loved that. I bought this lantern. I didn't show it on camera. It was in the op shop when I showed you the concrete floor, if you remember that one. Yeah, it was $5. See, that I think that was slightly dear, but it's cute. I'm not going to say it's mega cute. But I'm going to make that into a Christmas decoration, well, into Christmas decor. And you're thinking, Terry, it's only the end of April. But I love lanterns. I do have a few lanterns, I just don't have them out at the moment. I'm going to paint it white because it just goes more with my aesthetic, and make it into a Christmas lantern. So you'll see it decorated for Christmas, and then I'll put it away until October when I decorate. Yes, I'm one of these people that decorate in October for Christmas. And the last thing I bought was from my favourite op shop, and it was this basket. It is really nice, the shape. Baskets in New Zealand, I don't know whether it's where you live as well, are really expensive. It's just something that I kind of don't like paying for them in new shops because, yeah, that is crazy prices. But in a lot of op shops, there's not very many good baskets, and I did see this one and really like the shape, but it's very orange on the handles. I'm going to spray paint this white, and that's really why I wanted the spray paint, because I have hand painted a picnic hamper before and I ended up throwing it out. It just looked really bad. I would leave the handles exposed and sort of distress them a bit if it wasn't orange. I could go and buy some stain blocker and paint it that way, but I'm not really feeling it. I will just spray paint it white. I'm a little bit nervous because, you know, I'm not good at spray painting. I tried to spray paint a metal bed before and it was terrible. It's in perfect condition. That's another reason why I really liked it. So once this is white, it's going to look awesome in my house. So for this, I've picked up some Rust-Oleum linen white, and it's meant to have a chalky, smooth finish. So we'll see. I've never used Rust-Oleum paint before. Oh, I actually have forgotten something. I just realised. I'll talk about it in a minute. Oh, silly me. And that's the $10 our cheapo spray paint for the brass, for the silver, for the candle. But I might use this under a mirror if it doesn't really turn up for the candlestick, and then put some white over it, because I like that gold look on mirrors with white paint over it. So I bought the lamp. I forgot totally about it. It was sitting there. There was another little lamp, and you can see it in the video behind me, and I was going to buy it and just put the shade from that lamp on this one. It was wicker, but it wasn't very nice wicker, if you get what I mean. There's different niceness of wicker. But this is really cool. For $15, you don't usually... I'll just pick up the camera. You don't usually see them quite so cool in op shops, but it's got the turquoise frame. It's not a frame, Terry. It's got the turquoise shade, and I could go and buy another shade, but by the time I bought all the paint, it's not really worth, you know, spending more money on all of these things. So, in my opinion anyway, you kind of got to know when to stop, otherwise they're not bargains. But I really like the detail, and it's kind of not plastic, but it's not wrought iron either, but it looks like it could be wrought iron. So I thought long and hard about what I was going to do with it. I'm actually going to paint this, and you're probably thinking why. It's perfect, but I'll tell you why in a minute. I bought 2 more resin test pots of black paint, and I'm just going to make it into chalk paint. So the lampshade, I'm going to paint it black, and I may do some stenciling on it. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that with my homemade chalk paint. But I'm also going to paint the base black too, but it really doesn't need a paint per se. But I think 2 coloured blacks will look too different, so I just want to make it more uniform with the shade. So I've got my tarp down and a piece of wood to sit the basket on. It is really foggy today, but the sun will come out later, I'm sure. Got my paint. I'm nervous. Oh, I forgot to take the sticker off. Oh, that one came off easily. You know how there's that thing about guys, how they don't like to read instructions? I'm kind of like the same. Okay. Just use my muscles to shake it up. It actually looks better already. I'm not going to do the bottom just because I don't want to run out of paint, but if I do have enough left I will. Oh, I hate the colour. Yeah, it's too brassy. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. Okay, sorry about the angle before. You couldn't even see me spraying it. I've just chucked some white on the candlestick, and I'm just doing layers of the basket. Okay, let's paint this. Oh look, that's a coincidence. You know how I was going on about my dish, I never buy anything made in India. So the lantern, which I'm having trouble getting that sticker off, and the dish. I don't like that, so I'm thinking surely I can take it out. Oh, I can. Duh, Terry. But then it looks a bit dumb without it. I don't know. I don't like the colour. I might just pop it back in. I might just paint all over the glass as well, because I don't know if I can be bothered covering that. And I don't like the candle anyway. Let me think on that one. So I'm going to paint the urn and whitewash this. So I've got some paint and water, and when my son gets sushi, he's really cute. He saves me his chopsticks as stirrers. So, so the aim is to get rid of the redness. Not working. It looks like a hot mess. Maybe I should have dry brushed it with normal paint. Can I get a paper towel? Yeah, nah, it hasn't really worked. I thought it had for a minute, but it's just left white bits. Okay, I don't mind the white bits. Plan B, I will dry brush it. As I said, I just felt like it was a little bit too red for my style. Some of the things I've got today to do are really quite different, out of my comfort zone, and I love that challenge. Let's just get the paper towel again. I don't want these lines in it. I got myself a new brush, the cheapest in the shop. I'm gonna paint the whole thing, and this paint I have is homemade chalk paint. Oh dear, looks like it's gonna be a bit messy, but it will turn out good, trust me. I've got my trust me voice on again, trust me. And remember, the first coats of stuff always looks mega bad. Okay, we'll let those dry. So I'm just going to wrap up the cord. I have plugged it in, it does work. I cannot for the life of me remember this colour, what it's called. So, I'm just jumping on here to say something. Excuse my total lack of forgetting what I was using, and it's quite funny what happens, but I just want to say I was talking about the baking powder like it was baking soda, and of course you don't use baking powder to make chalk paint, you use baking soda. So the next little while I'm not even realizing that I'm using baking powder and not baking soda, so excuse me for that. And then I go outside and I click, oh, I used the wrong thing. So excuse my daftness. It's like my brain was thinking of too many things, so I just wanted to interrupt the video to say that. I might actually paint the shade first. Take a deep breath. I can always buy a new shade. Okay, are we ready to wreck the shade? I really don't like the colour. I mean, I do decorate with turquoise, but this is too electric turquoise. Oh, what the hell? Look what's happened to the paint. It's like a chemical reaction. Oh my god. What? I put too much in. I don't have any more black. What did I do? I think I've got a little bit left. Hang on. I found this green that I still had, so I'm going to try and make a custom colour to paint the shade. And I'm going to try and get all the black I can out of these containers. Let's put some baking soda in it. It's like a really nice green colour. It's like black, but it's got the tinge of green in it. So I'm all done. I hope you like the results. I have a mixed feeling about this haul because it was a little bit problematic, but hey, that makes life a bit more exciting. So let's talk about the items one by one. The little lantern that I've decided that is now a Christmas decoration is mega cute. Oh my gosh, I can't stop using that word mega, sorry. Let's say it's pretty. It's really cute. I love it. It's a funny size for a lantern. It's a little bit small compared to the other ones I own, so it wasn't going to look good as a new collection piece of my other lanterns, if that makes sense. So I really wanted to think about something else to do with it. And the basket, guys, oh my gosh, I am the biggest fan of that Rust-Oleum paint since I used it for the first time on the basket. It is amazing. It is so good. I'm not even comparing it with the paint that I used in the other one. You know, the other can. That was just bad. But this is amazing. I love the colour. I love the finish. And if I don't say so myself, I did a pretty good job. I'm really happy how the basket came up. It's actually my favourite thing. And moving on over to the little urn, I was going to put some dirt on it to give it more texture, but in the end that was one quick coat as you saw in the video, and it really didn't need anything else. And I just liked how the first coat didn't cover it all. I really like that. And the candlestick that I so desperately wanted to be brass is white, but that's okay. It just goes with my other ones now. And the plate, or the bowl, it's actually a bowl. I probably wanted it to be a bit more pinker, but that's okay. It's just got a hint popping through. I do actually love that. I love that a lot. It's got a bit of texture, a bit of colour. Mixes things up a bit. The lamp, I did paint the base. I just didn't put that footage in because this is a very long video, and thank you if you've watched it all. It really, you know, means a lot to me. But yeah, I really like how the lamp turned out. One day I might get some trim for the shade, or put some stenciling on it. I just kind of like wanted to get it all finished. Let me know, guys, in the comments what your favourite thing is that I changed.
Saw you paint a picture of a face that